Hey guys. Hey DJ Creepy Mix. Hope you guys can hear me. I gotta be a little quiet here right now. That's funny. Ethan, he's scheduled, excuse me. Sorry guys. I gotta get this out of here. Get this back on here. Okay. That's funny. I'm gonna be here for about a half hour. That's about it. I just wanted to put in a little work here for the promotion of my Pigman comic. If you can hear me, let me know, guys. I gotta be a little quiet tonight. Um, anyway, thanks for being here, DJ Grave Mix. Appreciate it. I cracked 11,000 last night. I was on the Kang's post Kang's Kang stream on Shane's. I sold a handful. Pretty cool. I sold a few on Katie's show as well. Skull, Trevor. So I gotta be a little quiet, guys. Hope you can hear me though. If you could just let me know. But yeah, so I was able to crack 170 skull, Trevor. I was able to crack 170 backers and change a little something here. I guess you can see it here. Hello, John. Pork hunt. Yeah, man, the pork hunt, that goddamn Wheeler. It's funny. Someone said that he was in my chat the other day. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. I didn't nothing. So he's making videos. I think he's at least a second one or third one. And it's funny. Someone took a screenshot. They say Faustin cries or Bosch cries and something else, and a nasty thing about Katie. Thanks, man. Still picking up the mouse. Yeah, I guess naturally. Yeah. I wonder what I can do about that, if anything. Volume's fine. Thanks, man. I gotta be a little quiet tonight. Asian of the Time Outlaw. Those horse heads. Yeah, this Mike Wheeler, he's going after Stripe, which is the transaction, I guess the money changing hands between Fund My Comic and me. And he's going after that to complain that I'm quote unquote racist and whatnot. It's just really, really bad stuff. Think about that. Who the hell would do that? Would I ever do that for someone? Never. I don't care who it is. Let them say what they will. Let them pay a price for it. By their own meaning, people will shun them naturally. But he's trying to do something. And on what ground? Why? What did I do? Nothing. But what did he say? He said, anyway, it's funny. Someone caught a screenshot of his latest video of mine. I had 3 or 4 videos made of me recently. I don't watch them. And I'm not trying to be too cool for that. I just don't. I know that it's coming from a complete stupid place. And if someone says it's pretty funny, I might watch it. But that's about it. If it's funny, sure. But it doesn't sound like it'll be funny. It'll just sound like just negative, nasty. Anyway, so he went after that, and someone had a screenshot of him making a new video, Bosch Cries, and there were 3 people watching. So, it's like, okay, that's what you deserve. Good. Yeah, I heard that, John. So funny. I don't think he intended to. I think he wanted to just check out some dinosaur stuff, and I guess it pulled him back in, right? I was busy today, so I had to do a few things, and just want to pop in for a bit, promote Pigman, chat with you guys, and go from there. Hopefully I can sell a few. If anyone here is interested, check it out. I will go a little over the campaign. I'll read some of your comments here, and we'll go from there. And it looks like, yeah, Ethan's going to be on in 15 minutes, I think, or less. So funny, the timing. You just don't know who's going to be when, where, what. Sometimes just out of the blue. But yeah, this guy Mike Wheeler, who I don't know about, I may have heard his name before, trying to go after me, trying to report me to Stripe, which is the place, again, that has the transactions for Fund My Comic. To hurt me financially. It's like, what? On what grounds? Why? He's that butthurt about, I guess, Comicsgate? I don't know. I don't know. But supposedly he does, like, there's a comic Star Whores. Is that what it is, Star Whores? It's like, okay, great. I wouldn't report that. I wouldn't report anything about anyone. Let the market, take care of it or not. That's all. Okay, pork hunt. Yeah, if he was in your chat, he goes by a different name. I would imagine he would. Okay, that makes sense. He's a rat, so he doesn't want to be that obvious, I guess. I'm not sure, John. I got to get some stuff done. If Ethan, whatever, if he says come on for a few, of course I will. I want to promote Pigman in particular, but that's his show. He probably wants to do it for a specific reason. I think he was pulled into it, so let him go wild on the trash cast. Um, Hello, Mike TB How's it going, man? Asian the Time Outlaw says he's a snake. That's what I gather. Who would do that but a snake? Who would do that? It's ridiculous. Pork says he's only targeting you because you've been monetized. He will keep it going because your channel has more eyes. Probably. As simple as that. Stupid. Dustified 404. Hey Bosch and chat. What's the topic? Just Pigman. Just Pigman. Dustified, my superhero, my anti-job superhero. I just wanted to do a little promotion tonight for my thing. Usually, like last night, I had Dave Mazzucchelli draws X-Men's Angel. Went over it and also promoted Pigman back and forth. Sometimes just open, but right now it's just Pigman. This is Pigman right here. This is one of the covers for my campaign. This is a Pigman in war paint, and it's funny. This one guy, a Facebook friend of mine years ago, called this beautiful. I thought that was funny to call Pigman beautiful. Beautiful is not something I would think, but is it just me or I look at him like, if not beautiful, it's striking. I will say that, and this is one of my favorite drawings I've done of him. It was layer upon layer of digital paint. People were talking before, and I think I heard someone say it was like paint. It's not. It's not actual paint. It's just digital paint. It's black and white art. I had layers upon layers of smoke and paint just splashed over. You look at the background. It's green. It's blue. It's smoke, and it worked. It definitely worked. After a while, I was like, okay, I think that's that, and it's been people really seem to like it, and this is the most popular cover, by the way, of my campaign. It has now 83 backers for this one, and also I have the 4 covers, so that's 20. So it's over 100 of that cover, which will be right now at least. I'm up to 170 backers. I'm over $11,000. I want to get a few more today. That's what I want. And if you guys are there, awesome. And if you are on the fence, let me know. I'll try to sell you guys. I'll try to promote it. I'll try to persuade you. Check it out. I just added this also, this one image, and I cleaned up some of the text here. I had a little typo, and I said, let me just get it right. And I said below are 8 pages from my comic book, which may or may not be changed from here to print, but I'll see, because I'm going to remaster this. I'm going to look at it with fresh eyes after 15 years and just what can I do to improve it, make it better, more impactful. Really, what can make it more impactful? That's the key. And I'm going to go with that laser focus. I think these pages are a good way for you to get a good idea about my comic book without giving too much away. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope to gain your support. I really do, guys. This is a big deal for me, a really big deal for me. To me, I think this is a second chance for me to try to get Pigman finished. It's been years in the making. 2000, after 9/11, I started thinking about an anti-job superhero. It finally took form after a while. He didn't look like he does now, clearly. He was just a big, wider, a little fatter, actually, the original look of Pigman. But he finally took full form in 2005, 2006, when after I released Table for One, I keep mentioning this, but I'll just mention it again. I had an ad sheet at the San Diego Comic-Con which said, when will comics take on jihad? When Pigman flies. So this is a page from Pigman #1. He comes face to face with Osama bin Laden, and Osama bin Laden says, I'll shoot. I swear, don't touch me, because he knows about the pigskin leather. And as I always say, I'll never get sick of it in terms of the pun. He exploits the Islamic enemy's bigotry. And Osama bin Laden knows about that, so he's like, "Don't touch me, please," because he might lose his shot to get to paradise. And it's just fun, and also it looks cool. It also connects him with his fictional creator in the comic book. Of course, I create both, but his fictional creator, Killian Duke, who's a cartoonist, ex-Muslim, recovered Muslim in the book. He has like an orange rust color hair, like red hair, and Pigman, he has a similar. And Killian has a pigskin leather jacket at times as well. And he has also the T-shirt with the Pigman symbol. And the Pigman symbol is this right here. And if you don't know, those who are new here, this is a September 11th, September 11th, and also 9/11, and a capitalist pig, dollar sign, Flight 93 with those two dents there, 9/3, and also the first attack of the Twin Towers. The, those, the first attack of Twin Towers, sorry, I just hit the mic. I didn't mute it this time, guys, don't worry. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. I muted for over a half hour the old day. It's embarrassing and funny. So yeah, this is my preview of issue 1. It will be some changes from here to then. I also do this. It's expensive, but I got one backer so far for it. It's a Pigman commission, original drawing of Pigman, penciled and inked by me with an idea by you. You guys can tell me whatever you want to see. I don't do obscene stuff, so you know I'll tell you at a certain point, and I'll just turn down things. I've turned down good money from people who want me to draw Muhammad and Pigman in certain ways. I said no, thank you. Even when I could have used the money, I was like, I don't do that. It's just not my thing. $500 for each page, individual page of Pigman art, the original black and white. Table for One. This is my first graphic novel that Alex Toth loved, blew me away. And some people asked me to add it to my campaign. And I hope to get enough where I can make another. Guys, there's another thing I have to tell you. If you don't know, I have to tell you. I have had let me show you guys. Let me show you if I could find this. By the way, this is if you don't know, this is a Pigman punching Frank Miller's superhero, The Fixer. And that was a commission that someone got from me because of Frank Miller's graphic novel, Holy Terror, where he took on Al Qaeda. Not jihad per se, not Islam for sure, but Al Qaeda in a very narrow kind of way. And Miller said, I don't know squat about Islam. I was like, why not, Frank? If you're taking on Islam, why not? If you're taking on the Islamic enemy, why not? It'll be a richer, better book. But anyway, he's I don't know squat about Islam. He's speaking for Miller, and Pigman speaking for me. Shut up. Someone thought of that and wanted me to draw it, so I liked it. And this is my answer to someone who was trying to say that, where did I see that Pigman before? As if Pigman came out years before Frank Miller's Holy Terror, just for the record. But I did want to show this. That's a drawing I made last night on Kings, Comics 8 Kings. It was the topic was an extinct animal. So I said, King Kong was the last of his kind, right? So I made him into a zombie. Okay, here it is. This is my Muhammad flip book. I have sat on this flip book for almost a year. I couldn't find a publisher. Sorry, printer. I couldn't find a printer. I had my longtime printer who has printed everything, all Muhammad cartoons, posters, everything, with no hesitation. I love that. I got Muhammad trading cards, everything. And they have new ownership. And they said at the time that they won't be able to do it. And I was like, shit, is it because of the content or is it because the shape of the thing? They don't do flip books. I wrote back the old day, just asked him, you told me to follow up again. I am. He said, okay, we can do it, but it'll be 4x4. My designs was for 2x4, so it was long. So what I'm going to do to some people who did order it, I kept giving them updates every so often, and now there's a real update now, which I have to do on my email list. The cover will be full, clearly, as you can see, and it's Muhammad in silhouette running. And the inside will be black on top, black on bottom, but I want to retain the exact pages that I drew because I tried to expand them and it wouldn't work because there are some images that come closer and closer and it'll be cutting off art. I don't want to do that. It's Pigman and Muhammad in a flip book, 70 pages. It's fun. I don't think there's anything like it out there. Like my comic book itself, I don't think there's anything like it out there. So I'm going to, make it available. But also, I want to ask you guys if you could just chime in, maybe on YouTube or here in the comment section. Is this worth a stretch goal to you? Meaning, if I tell you guys, if you can help me get it to $20,000, my campaign, and then you get this. And is that the way it goes? Meaning, if it gets to $20,000, excuse me, if it gets to $20,000, then this is all available to everyone? Is that how it goes? I had to figure this out, but I want to make sure this gets done, printed. I want it in my hands, just personally for me. I just love, flip books, and I already made it. I sold the original art one. It was all original art, written, penciled, inked, everything in there, and then black and white. But this one is in full color. So I want to ask you guys. I'm going to read your comments, by the way. I keep checking on the mic if it's off or not. Pretty funny. I get a little gun shy about it now. But tell me what you think, guys, about that. And if that's the way it works, meaning if I get to a certain point, if I tell you guys I want it to 15,000 and then that, or 20,000, I figure 20,000 because then it might be really worth it to the point where I'll spend a good amount of money getting to make sure that every backer gets this. If that's how it goes, I'm asking you guys because you guys, some of you clearly know about these things more than I do. So if you could just give me a little feedback about that, I would appreciate it. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool that was able to happen. This is a Muhammad Dr. Seuss style Muhammad cartoon that I drew a while back. And okay. All right, guys. So let me get off here. I just wanted to show you that. Let me keep this up against here. Okay. Let me make that a little bigger. Fill the screen. I want it to dominate the screen. Cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna read some of your comments. Again, this is Pigman. He wears pigskin leather to exploit the Islamic enemy's bigotry. I will never tire of saying that. I always get a kick out of it. Even in the video that I made for my campaign, I'm trying to, be focused. And I say, exploit the Islamic enemy's bigotry. I still have this little grin. It's funny to me. It might not be funny to everyone, but it's funny to me. Okay, guys. Asian of the time Allah, that's the ultimate cancel pig movie. It is. Trying to get into the nitty gritty of the behind the scenes and to try to demonetize me for my own campaign. What the fuck? I don't know. Is there something that can be done about that? And I'm not going to be like him to try to, knock him out. I don't give a fuck about that. But since it's known out there, because I tagged Fun My Comics as well. I didn't tag Stripe because who knows where they are, I won't bring too much attention there, but I wonder if there's something that they can say. It's like, fuck off. We're not going to do it at all. We'll see. Life ruination, or I think you meant ruination attempt, yeah. Mike TV Dove, so many bad mics. I'm not one of them, typically. That's right. He is not safe for work. Backroom chat likely has pederast shit. Jesus, I wouldn't be shocked. It's just something dirty about it. The whole look of it also, he seems like a fat pig as well. It's just nasty. DJ Grave Mix, and they accuse us of being the cancel pigs. It's pure projection. Justified 404 says, ugh, Islam isn't a race. Mike is doing it because you're a CG and a king. That's cool with Ethan. Yeah, I mean, clearly. Hey, Johnny. How's it going, Johnny? Johnny Scab, my man. Trevor says he's irrelevant. The Wheelers have nothing to offer other than them trying to destroy goodwill. Yeah, I imagine that is the case. David Ellis says the comic cancel pigs are coming for you, Bosch. I know. You've made it. Love your work and have the courage to speak out about Islam and have the courage. Thank you very much, David L. Much appreciated, truly. Guys, I do what I do because I got to do it. And to get some kind of acknowledgement from you guys is really, really cool. And I really do appreciate it. It doesn't go unacknowledged, that's all. I may not always be able to express it to you guys directly, but thank you very much, man. It's very kind of you, David L. Thank you. And yeah, I think that that is the case. These rats, and again, it's so funny to me that killers were coming for me, have been coming for me for 20 years, ever since I first drew Muhammad. And so it's funny to me that these guys, with their little bullshit, think that they can unnerve me. They really can't. But I sure as hell don't want my campaign canceled over this. And I think I know there was a leftist who knocked me off of the old Twitter, who got my account banned back then. I I had 14,000 followers. Got me banned for me mocking Marvel's is Muslim superhero. That's what it was. Me mocking it, and the guy bragged about it. Because someone gave me some screenshots after the fact. He was celebrating it, and then I got back on X after Elon got it. I tried to get my old account. I tried nothing. I started a new one. I ended up with 14,000 8 years ago when I was banned. 7 years ago when I was banned. I left with 14,000, and now I'm at 26,000. So I don't even want that old one anymore anyway. So it's pretty cool, and I got 26,000 in a very short period, but it's been locked at 26,000. It's like no growth, whatever reason. Maybe it's that one thing that they were saying. If you post some things that are semi-controversial, you're going to get stymied. It's unfortunate, like a shadow banned, I guess. Asian, oh, the time outlaw. We just laugh at them. Wow, you're canceling me. No one calls shit. Yeah. John says John Millen said he would love to do a cover for Pigman, but you hadn't asked. I mean, that's the thing. It's funny. I haven't had a chance to be on one with John on his stream or anything. It's always like in Kings, and Kings is a lot of guys at once. So I'll see. And again, it's never too late. This campaign, I keep adding things as well, guys. I've just added some more visuals today. I'm going to add some more, rewards. And again, you guys let me know about me adding that flip book. Is that worth it for you guys, for me? If I give that, if I get to 20,000 or 30,000, whatever, I'm assuming that if that's the case, I have more than enough. And I'm like, okay, I can afford to get this for everyone who ordered. I think that's the way it goes. Or I'll just make it available on the actual thing, individual buyers. And it'll be about 20 something dollars, because it'll be a little more than it was, a little bigger, therefore a little more paper costs, a little more printing costs. I don't know. If it's worth it to you, I think it'll be worth it for me just do for 30 bucks. If that's too much, sorry. But it's the uniqueness of it all. It's a Muhammad flip book with Pigman. It's pretty cool. Immortal Fat says squad goals. Tell me what that means, Immortal Fat. I guess I get you, but I have to make sure. John says might give you a pop on the campaign funds. Maybe, John, and that's why I just want to know, because you guys, you got more experience with this than I do. You guys have bought from these campaigns. You know what works, what doesn't work for you, and so on and so on. David L. The Wheelers are scumbags. That's what I'm gathering. And someone asked, I guess someone tagged the guy's wife, Mike Wheeler. She goes, "Is that me?" As in, I have nothing to do with him. As far as I know, they're involved business wise, and also in a lot of ways. So not just they're not just married and she's off the grid. She's actually with him. She's in on all this. Um, John says he said it today on his live stream. If you want to see it, confirm. Absolutely, thank you, man. I will definitely check it out. And again, I will. I'll see what that consists of. In terms of cost and whatnot, because I think I need a little punch on this campaign. I'm pleased, but I want to get more. I definitely want to make a bigger campaign. So that, the flip book, covered by John. John seems the most, you know, interested in the concept of a pigman, and I appreciate that. So I will definitely go back and forth with him and see what's what. Appreciate the heads up, John. Always appreciate it. Thank you, man. Trevor says you can always judge a man by the quality of his enemies. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. If your enemies are good people, you're a piece of shit. That's also a big tell. If your enemies are truly men of integrity, women of integrity, you're a piece of shit. If your enemies are pieces of shit, scumbags, you know. Art says he was in here as Divinity in comics. Okay, I forgot that was him. He's so forgettable. Okay, I gotta keep that in mind. Thanks, man. Um, yeah, that sounds right. I think he's Divinity in comics. Um, Porkun says Pigman's nose makes me want to see him brand his targets with that shape via the a la the Phantom. The Phantom does that to his targets. He did something with the skull. Did he put it on their bodies, on their face, if I recall? It was a skull from his ring. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool visual. And I remember seeing that movie years ago with Billy Zane, and it had some charm. It wasn't bad at all. I think I liked it. I just don't remember too much about it. It was so long ago. But that would be pretty funny. The snout of the pig marked these guys. Trevor, this is my favorite cover. Yeah, it seems like that's the most popular one. Shanth Andgetti is really loving it, which is awesome. I was on Shane's Kang's post King's show last night. He promoted. I sold a few, which is great. And again, I want to sell a few before midnight. Again, I'll be busy for the next 3, 4 days. I won't be able to come on as much, and then I get back to trying to do as much as I can. But I gotta get going in about 15 minutes. But I'm gonna time it actually. I got to. 18-minute alarm. Okay.
18 minutes.
Thanks,
Counting
guys.
down.
Yes. Guys, if you could hit the like button, thank you so much. If you can subscribe, please. And I'm going to do something that I should be doing already, but I didn't because I'm a forgetful person. You guys have been great about this, and you guys actually got me to realize that I need to go here and pin the pin it here. The link back Pigman 1 here. Go there and then pin it. Pin it. Pin message. Okay. I just pinned it, guys. I pinned a link to go to the Fund My Comic. If you guys can check it out, I would really, really appreciate it. Any support that you guys can give. You have a trading card here. If that's all you can get, you can even just donate something. I think there's a donate button, like a contribute with a minimum of $1. Even if you guys might not be interested in getting it, if you can't afford it, I get it. But I really would like to support. I want this to be pretty big to the point where I get enough confidence moving forward to issue 2. That's what I really, really want. It's funny. I was on Baldur's, and I said, all I want, guys, is to get issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Shane began laughing. I was like, yeah, that's pretty. How about if I just stick to issue 2 for now? That'll be the next one. But that's I really would want that just to go to issue 2. Right now, that's the hope that if this goes well, I can go to issue 2, and then so on and so on. And if you guys like issue 1, then I can really go to issue 2. And that's what it comes down to. I've noticed that these campaigns for certain comics like Ethan's and Shane's, and I think some others, where they do much better in they retain their audience and add to it. That's what you want ideally. And this one, again, what I have going for me here is the fact that it's a pretty unique story. There's nothing else like it out there. It's taken on a real world threat that is still killing away, 24 years now since 9/11 come September, and that they kill hundreds every single week still to this day. They killed, what was it? 313 or 331 this week alone, this past week, the jihad. It's a website called thereligionofpeace.com, and they compile everything. And sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes there's a lot more that they add during a week. So it's always goes back and forth, but it's a general idea of what they're doing. And it's unfortunate if people, if it doesn't come to their doorstep, they can ignore it. Very, it's not good. But yeah, guys, if you want to back it, I would really, really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, if you're holding out, let me know why. Let me know whatever reasons. I like to hear it. I can handle the truth. If it's something I can handle, it's a truth. I love the truth. Even if you guys like, well, it doesn't really interest me or whatever, let me know why. Um, yeah, if you could hit the like button, guys, if you could subscribe, please, I would appreciate it. Um, Stormtrooper Julian Caesar. So being targeted by a terrorist group isn't enough, as in what the Wheeler's doing? I guess not, right? SJC, I guess not. DJ Gravy Mix. I knew immediately I wanted the war paint cover. Thanks, man. Yeah, and it's. I even got it for myself. Behind me, and I printed it on the canvas, and it's big. It's 20, 16 by 20. It's a nice size. It really is. Um, Immoral Fat 41 says John Malin doesn't like spatter. He believes it has all be drawn in intentionally and deliberately, as in spatter. What you see here, as in the blood. Uh, this definitely spatter. I mean, definitely. And what I did also, um, at least for a number of my drawings, probably here as well. I take my black India ink and I hit it with a brush against some paper and get it, scan it, and then flip it red naturally, right? And it just has the spatter look. That's what you want because that's how blood would go. So yeah, sometimes that's fine. Everyone has their own things. Like I mean, me with my art, I like it a certain way, and that's it. And if it deviates from that, it looks quote unquote wrong to me. Even though I can appreciate guys who draw completely different than me, and I'll say wow, and still appreciate the hell out of it. That's just the nature of art. It's like as long as to me, as long as the art is sound, as long as the figures are sound, as long as the background, whatever, put as much detail or not at all as you want. But it has to be sound. If it's not sound, that's when it hurts the drawings. You can put all the detail you want. If it's not sound, big shit. Um, Trevor says 15,000 by midnight. Come on, guys. Come on. We got 1 hour. Let's do it. Pamela Geller just shared my post. I asked her to do that, and she did. Very, very cool. She was, her and Robert Spencer were the ones who thought up the Muhammad cartoon contest. And they held that event that I won. It's the first time I met her there. So funny when I walked up to the stage, she was there, and she told me, "It's nice to meet you," and she goes, "You're gonna get a big ass check," and that's when I first learned that I absolutely won. At that point, I was like, "Holy shit!" Because she contacted me, she told me to fly in. I said, "Okay, but did I win?" Because I don't want to waste my time. Just I don't like flying. It's not that I'm against it. I just don't care if it's something that I guaranteed, definitely. So I told her, I said, "Did I win?" She goes, "I can't say, but be there." That told me a good idea that I did. So when I got there, she goes, "You're gonna get a big ass check." What happened? I got a big ass check, huge check. And I delivered a speech talking about why we needed all that security. I said, we need all the security because Islam does not mean peace. That's why we need all the security. That's why there was a SWAT team there. That's why there were undercover guards all over the place. Over 200 people in that place. And by the way, the media, every year, it goes from over 200 people to now it's down to 50 people were there. That's the media, right? Trying to diminish something that's not theirs. It's about free speech. It's about these right wingers. Fuck them. Anyway, so I remember from CNN to NBC to CBS, they were interviewing me before and after, and they said, "Where are you from?" I said, "America." "Come on, where are you from?" I said, "Why the hell would I tell you where I'm from? Why? Dummies." Porkun says, "My copy of The Infidel featuring Pigman number 1 and 2 arrived. Great read. On to number 3 digital and love Frank's concern about broken glass." Thank you, man. That was that. I love that line. I got a kick out of it. I'm gonna share it here actually. I got a kick out of the line. I gotta admit, again, If you don't love what you're doing, why the hell are you doing it? In all honesty, if you don't love what you're doing, why the hell are you doing it? Self-serving, whatever. Hey, this is my work. If I get a kick out of it, I imagine the reader will as well. So this is what Porcom was talking about. This one moment here where I get a kick out of it. It's Pigman. I showed this recently. I'm going to show it again. I know some of you on here have not seen this, so um, this is a moment where he's in Iraq with some ISIS rats about to behead this journalist, and Pigman crushes the guy's head. He puts it inside his body, and the guy is still alive and he's shaking. He'll be dead soon. And the guys who were filming this, you know, soon to be atrocity say, "Don't let him touch you," and they smash through the glass. And I like making these, I don't know, these actual sounds like it's as close as a punch sound as I can make, and I do that. I did that in Table for One in my first book, and I did it here as well. And here also, I can't think of any other way to do that. To me, it's perfect. K apostrophe sh. And Pigman, what he says there is, as soon as they jump to their deaths, he's like, what did he say? I'm sorry, 1 second. He pulls over. Let me get this out. He says, what a waste of glass. It's funny. It's just funny to me. And then what's also funny is that this leftist communist journalist says to Pigman, why? He's like, what? Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. He goes, why? He goes, why would you save someone who wrote such terrible things about you? Pigman says, mister, I don't know who the hell you are, and I don't care. Let's move. And he starts crying. He feels even worse because he's like, wow, I thought I was actually having an impact on this guy and, vilifying him and all that. Here he comes to save me. He don't even know me. He starts to tear up. And then here's Pigman in the offices of Hamas. It's a bloody mess back there. He's walking out. He crushed the scumbags. Some Hamas guys in their suits. Okay, guys, let me get this moved here. And then let me get back to your comments. Yeah, Trevor says 15,000 tonight, midnight. Come on, guys, come on. Let's do it. I don't have a big enough of an audience, but I would love if one or two of you will back it now. I would really, really appreciate it, guys. Let me know. You want a digital one? There's also a digital copy for those who are overseas. If you're interested, let me know, guys. Let me know. If there's anything I can do to try to persuade you, also let me know. Trevor says, I remember you showing that concept portfolio to me and Batten. Tell me which one, Trevor, the concept portfolio. If you could just elaborate on that. If you're talking about the Pigman one, let me know, Trevor. Thanks, man. Porker says, do you remember that Ridley Scott sequel to Silence of the Lambs where they fed the billionaire to pigs? Yes. Imagine a movie where they did that to jihadists. Absolutely. I can see that. They would think not just twice, they would think for the first time and might not do what they do. Trevor says, you should do a fan pinup book and add that as a tier. I'd back that too. A fan pinup book, as in, I have your great drawing of Pigman, Trevor. I have about half a dozen Pigman fans who did their own drawings of Pigman. That could be worth it as well. I will see. Interesting. Every single one is different, and I love it because you guys all bring your individuality to it. It's not my Pigman. At that point, it's your Pigman. Meaning, yeah, it's Box Fawcett's Pigman, but it's your interpretation, and I love it because your version is a lot more jacked than mine. Mine is a little, he's heavy with a belly. Yours had the six pack, which is awesome, and you had like the work boots, really good, and you were, I think it was fighting jihadists who were riding Tyrannosaurus Rexes. You guys got to see that. I gotta show you at one point. You know what? 1 second, guys. I don't want to. How can I do this? I don't want to show too much of my stuff, to be honest. I will get to it because there's some stuff in my files in my archive. Anyway, pictures and stuff that I don't want you guys to see in certain. Let's just say it's I got to keep things close to the vest when it comes to things around me, people around me. That's all. But yeah, I will. If you have it, Trevor, if you can maybe post it in if you have it, I assume you do in a text or something, and not in a text in X, maybe in message, and I'll just pull it up. If you could do that, I would appreciate it. By the way, Bleeding Fool is going to have a little Q&A that I did today on their site tomorrow for Pigman to promote Pigman, which is just great. They just do it on their own. It was really really cool. I filled out a questionnaire. They're going to showcase it. I think tomorrow. I believe tomorrow, guys. But again, guys, if you're interested, check it out. Um, this is, is it a tough sell? Maybe. To me, I would eat this up if I knew someone was doing an anti-jihad comic book that took on Islam all the way, that took on its holy places, demolished their holy places. I'm there. I would be there completely. I just would. Is that just me? I hope not. I mean, I got some nice backers here, but I definitely, to be blunt, I want more. I want to be completely convinced that this is a series worth pushing forward to issue 6 and the hardcover, pigskin leather hardcover. That's what I need. I need the backup guys. So please, guys, if you're interested, back it, man. I would really really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Porkon says Muhammad on the run should have a variant of him sitting on the toilet. That's funny. On a runny toilet. Trevor says flip book stretch goal. I'm there. Okay. So yeah, if you could tell me, Trevor and others who have looked at these campaigns and you know the idea is what? If I say, okay, guys, if you guys get me to 20,000, everyone gets a flip book. Is that the way it goes? Because by that point, I'm making more and more. So it's like, okay, good. I can cover the printing for all the other books and stuff, and we will see. And some, $1,000 alone for the Pigman commission, that shoots up the uh, the funds as well. Art says stretch goals. Yeah, there are rewards for backers for reaching certain goals. Right. Porcon says have it as a 20,000 stretch goal if you are sure inclusion of it at that point won't push you out of pocket. That's the whole point. Because while I would be very happy to get this all, I want to make sure it's worth it for me, if it's affordable for me, and then you guys can get it as a nice bonus. It's just a fun, completely unique thing that guys can get nowhere but from me. There's also that aspect about my campaigns, guys. There's nothing like it out there. I'm not just saying it to say it. It's true. Truly is. That's why I get the responses I get. That's why I get the death threats. That's why I get the everything that I get for this, because it's nothing else like it. And I'm isolated in that sense where if they can get me, they will. They just haven't yet. It's been 20 years since they've been, getting since I've been getting death threats. So the point is that I am doing work that nobody else is doing, and I just would love you guys to really back it to the point where I'm like, okay, issue 2, here we come, and I can do that by this year, guys, by this year, because this thing, I imagine right now, because of the project I'm doing things concurrently right now. I'm doing two, this and the other project. July is my temporary fulfillment date, late July. I think it was July 31st. Sometimes it lists as August 1st. As far as I know, I could do before. And I gotta say, if there's more of a push, I will do it before. You guys will get it before July, and then I can go for issue 2. Issue 2 will be the old issue 3. It'll be that old material, and by issue 3, it's all new material by that point, guys. So I'm starting to get the idea about this, about crowdfunding, about all these little perks and these. It's interesting, man. This is an interesting time to be alive. It really is, and also to have a shot at getting Pigman an audience that you know I think that he deserves. I think this deserves to be out there in a big way. So thanks, guys. Thanks for chiming in on that. Buffalo says sometimes it's a reward for every backer. Okay, guys, I'm gonna finish this up and then get going. I do gotta get going. Um, Buffalo says sometimes it's a reward for every backer, and sometimes it unlocks a new item for purchase. If you can explain that, Buffalo, and if you don't mind, because I'll be leaving, could you message me if you're on X, or if you could just put it in the comments on YouTube? I would really appreciate it. I just want to get exactly what you're saying because I'm not 100% sure. Trevor says, if it's not a stretch goal, then an add on tier. Okay, guys, I got these rewards. I added table for one as a reward. Is that what you mean, Trevor? I could add it as a reward and just get more people to be interested in it. Because it's to me, it's a pretty substantial thing. It's 70 pages. It is a flip book, so it goes fast. Clearly, it's a flip book, but it's cool as hell. It's nice and thick too, and it'll be a square. It'll be a bigger size, but again, guys, the top and the bottom will be black, almost like an old, like the movies with the, you know, I don't, letter box, whatever they call it. Because I don't, I thought I could work it. I thought I could to stretch out the art. I can't. I don't want to lose it because there's elements where certain characters are coming towards the quote unquote camera, and I want to show everything that was in the drawing. I don't want to lose that. Um, Art says John was talking about Pigman today. He was trying to figure out how he draw him. He says you know where to find him if you want a cover. Yes, yes, indeed. And it'll be interesting because John has a very unique style. Um, it'll look like his style. Everyone who draws it, it's so cool. Again, just draw it their own style. It's their perception. Um, EJ Morgus drew this incredible beast of a pigman. I mean, wow, awesome. Different than mine, but absolutely awesome. Porkman says you might need to set your website up for campaigns like Shane Davis. Okay, ask him as he did a website for EVS and maybe get an Argentina IT company to host it as Millie is anti-Islam. Is he? Has he been explicit about that, Porkman? Interesting. You might need to set your website up for campaigns like Shane did. I do have a website. I've had it with no problems yet. I guess I can also, I don't know. A part of me about this, I got to find out the best way to make this available to the reader, the flip book. Just have it on my website. Let people know that this is a slightly different version than they originally ordered. Because again, I've been telling people, I said, I know you ordered this, but I can't get it yet. So now I got to hear back from them about a very specific point, and then I'll be ready to go. Because it's all, again, I've been sitting on the files for almost a year. Um, George says, Malin says you haven't asked him for a cover. That would be an awesome tier. John always brings the eyes to. He does. He definitely does. And I think that's a must. I think that's a must. So I will see what that requires and go from there. Um, I'd fund a Malin cover. Trevor says, awesome, awesome. And I could talk to him also. I could tell John, okay, if that's the case, maybe I should throw you issue one, two, and three, the digital versions that I have for my files. In the meantime, just say, okay, here's the original issues. Um, get a good look at him, and we will see. Pork says Shanth stated on Kangs that he wants to do a Pigment cover. Yeah, he also mentioned to me that he has this idea about a drum, and I mean, that thing that he drew yesterday, the saber tooth with bandages, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I could see him with that really rich quality make Pigman pop off that page. Trevor says, or make all those into a pinup book. The all the drawings of Pigman fans, right, Trevor? I think John would be absolutely thrilled if you were on a show with him. I would love to be. I mean, John seems like a really good guy, and I just, I was on Katie's show and I heard there was word broke that he was going off on some of these rats. So I just gave him a $10 super chat and said, "Love the heat." That's all because There's only so much shit you could take before you gotta slap the bitch. You gotta bitch slap the rats every so often. You don't want to get into the muck too much with them, but you gotta bitch slap them every so often in a nice strong, like that bitch, Vicky Verse. She's been trying to come after me for about a year. I ignored the bitch for about a year. She came and she was saying something about me being a racist and violent and stuff. So I just, quote posted her and gave her some choice words, and that's it. It's worth it at times. Art says, love the Billy Zane movie. Watching the old black and white show was very, very cool. I gotta rewatch that. It was some very charming, man. A throwback, big time throwback. Did you hear Gridman says Ethan started now? Okay, I'm gonna check it out myself as I do some stuff. So, um, Art says, "Holy crap, Bosch learned how to pin." I did. Hilarious. You guys help me, man. It's amazing. I'm just trying to refresh, guys. Don't leave me hanging, man. We said, guys, we said at 50,000 before midnight. I'm joking. I would love that, but Pork says, I would like to return to London for 20th anniversary of July 7th. I survived, but not under current government. Were you there, Pork Hunt? Were you there? Art says, yeah, Pork, they're great. Definitely check them out. Very cool. I will definitely check them out as well. It's a very cool looking character, man. Toth drew him in one of his homages. It was really nice. Very simple suit. Very cool looking. That mask and like the suit, the cowl, like a different look. Very cool. Um, I don't know if I could jump on. Yeah, John. I don't like to push too much. I'm very appreciative when I do get on, but I don't. Everyone has their own thing going on. If they're open to those things, if they invite, I'm on. But I think we all have our own things. I mean, here I just wanted to try to push Pigman here. Right now. That was my purpose for here. I just want to push Pigman, tonight. Get a few backers before the night's done. Um, Trevor says, when you were at San Diego with Table for One, you had some concept art. You were shopping around for the info. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. I did. It was early, early on. We're talking because that was, by the time I published Table for One, I had, clearly Pigman, different iterations, different things, but it started to take shape and form. On my blog in particular, I was, because I said, in the meantime, while I study Islam and do all this stuff, it was a chore, I gotta say, but it was worth it. If you're gonna take this on, you better get into the details. You better get into the muck, or else it's not worth it. Very, very cool. Thanks for remembering, Trevor. It's amazing, man, how much time. You're talking 20 years ago, guys. Art says, nice, Bleeding Fool or good guy. Yeah, they are good dudes. I think they mentioned me here and there. I think one of the writers is cool with me also. What's his name? He's written some good stuff for many years. God damn it. I'll definitely remember. Porker says, have you checked with FMC what happens if he's forced to pull your campaign down, i.e. you still getting funding raised by then and your buyer details? I don't. They've been nothing but cool. He responded to something yesterday in a positive way. It's still up. I see no problem. I think that guy is just a lot of bark. But if he could, he will take it down. If he could. I don't think he can. I don't think so. Okay. Excellent. Trevor, thank you very much, man. Check this out, guys. This is Trevor Nielsen's drawing, kick-ass drawing of Pigman. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Let me get it here. I gotta make it a little fitted in. Okay. Look at that. This is Trevor made it his own. Oops. Trevor made it his own. And he's jacked. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's got his 4-pack. And he has these work boots. That's fucking great. I mean, look at that. Look at this guy. Pigman will fight Islam, ... even if they ride in on dinosaurs. It's fucking great. I got a real kick out of that one. This is hands down the most dramatic one, I think, that I've gotten from people who love Pigman and made the drawings because you went all in, Trevor. All in from the penciling, inking, lettering, coloring. Wow, that is awesome. I can even put this in the book. We'll talk about it. Let me know what you think about that because this is a nice extra inside the book. Um, Thanks for bringing it, man. That is so so cool. Trevor says just another tier like T-shirt. You're talking about the flip book, Trevor? I think so. I do gotta get going, guys, but I do want to read the last few. I don't want to leave you guys hanging here. So, hey, Diana. Hi, Bosch. Impressive numbers on FMC. Good on you, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm very pleased, but again, I definitely want more. I want to get to issue two. And right now, I hope to really do that. I want to have a nice, steady. I've been getting backers every day. Today, I got three or four early on, and I wanted to end, with a few more. Some days that's just the way it goes. It's not always going to happen, but I was hoping I could do that. John, hey Bosch, hope you have been well. I have been very well, thank you. Awesome. Has Chris or anyone else from Bloom? Yes, contact. Yes, 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 they have. I'm gonna have. I did I guess a Q&A today through email. I just filled in all these questions and tried to get as detailed as I could, and they're gonna publish it tomorrow. Okay. Pork Hunt. Yep. Pork Hunt says, yep. Was in London for a meeting with publisher. I was on the tube on way to meet her. She was on Piccadilly and survived. Then got ferried out and boarded double-decker bus, and she was killed on that. Holy shit! Wow! Wow! And Pork Hunt says too, they had to remove one of the fucker's teeth from my thigh. Wow! So you were absolutely in the heat of it all. Wow, Pork Hunt. So I think you understand this threat more than most. Holy fuck. Wow. Hope you got healed, and that's that, with no recurring pain or anything. Amazing. Holy shit. Maybe that's where the name Pork Hunt was born from. After these fuckers did some damage. Wow. I remember that day. I was in the San Diego Comic Con 2005. I think it was July 5th, I believe. And I remember because it was like I had the first ad sheet of a Pigman, and I remember people seemed a little more because the word got through, though, at least in my area with people and friends who understood this threat and were pissed off. So, wow. Trevor says 20 years. Thanks for reminding me how old I am. The Jurassic was so long ago. I guess the Jurassic age, right? But it's fucking awesome, Trevor. It's awesome, and I love seeing Pigman drawn by other artists. It's just something that's so cool about it. It's like again, you guys, without even, I don't even think you guys really say, I'm going to draw him. You just draw him the way you guys draw him. You bring your own individuality to it. And there's not been one that looked the same. Everyone has brought their own thing to it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Art says Islamic dinosaurs are a national security threat. Yes. Jihadosaurus. Um, he isn't halal. Is that dinosaur Palestinian? LOL. It's fucking great. John says, sweet. Damn, Pork, glad you made it. That's a hell of a story, Pork. Wow, Pork Hunt. Whew. Amazing. John says, in case you don't remember, this is John from Indie Comics Showcase and Bleeding Fool. Hey, John. I think I do remember. How's it going, man? Thanks for thanks for I think it was Chris who got me those questions, but thanks for your website, and I'm assuming you're still involved with them. Very very cool, man. I mean, any kind of promotion will really help. I'm gonna definitely share it. I'm assuming I'll get tagged on it tomorrow, or I'll just look on it, tomorrow. So thanks, John. Appreciate it. Um, Trevor says, Godspeed, poor cunt. Hope you're okay after all that. Me too, man. I hope. Poor cunt says she was a Jew and she and her family supported Palestinians in Israel. So much for that. Jesus Christ. And I imagine those at that festival also had that attitude. And some of them probably would lay there dying and not dead yet and too late to reevaluate. But, like, my God, we have a serious terror threat here, no matter what I want to believe about life and people. Whew. Yeah, Porkman says that his book deal fell through. Yeah, I imagine it did. Anyway, Trevor says, "Did I send you the original art?" No, no. If not, message me. We'll work something out. Yeah, because look, I mean, and please remind me. I've let a few things go through the cracks of late. I'm sorry, man. I've been, doing a lot of things at once, and I'm trying to stay on the ball. But we'll get in touch, man, because that's something definitely worth putting in there. Um, guys, thanks for being here. Much appreciated. If you guys can please back Pigman, I would really appreciate it. It's something. The one thing I can always say is that there's nothing else like it out there. That's a fact. It takes on this disgusting enemy who needs to get their asses kicked, needs to be wiped out. They need to be wiped out. So, yeah. John says, good man. I've had to cut back for personal reasons, but I am happy, hoping to start something new in the near future. But Chris and the other guys have done a great job carrying on. Yeah, yeah, it's very very cool, man. So thanks for being here, John. Appreciate it. Trevor says, Shariasaurus Regina, a dino bitch. Hilarious. Hilarious. Guys, you take care. Be well, man. Take care. Porkon says Gazans on the kibbutzes are socialists and would be down at the border every day helping give Gazans food and bring them over the border to hospital. Big mistake. I think he meant the Israelis on the kibbutzes are socialists. Yeah. It's so, socialism is a self-defeating ideology for self-loathing people. It really is. All right, guys. Take care, man. Appreciate it. And again, please back Pigman. I would really, really appreciate it, guys. I want to get to a good, rock solid number so I can propel it to issue 2 and so on. Take care, guys. Be well.